To this now, triathlon is a sport known for the tremendous endurance it requires. The likes of Henry Schoeman have helped show the way for local athletes in the particular discipline. James Gerber is one of those making headway in the sport, and of course he joins us now live in studio for a bit of a chat. James, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for coming in. I always say I love having guests in studio, you know, because sometimes when you have Zoom and other virtual options, you know, things just go wrong. So thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
For the benefit of our viewers, can you just briefly tell us what it means to be a triathlon? I think some of them don't understand that there are various sporting codes involved there.
So triathlon involves swimming, cycling and running. There's lots of very different disciplines, but I do long course triathlon, so it's half Ironman, Ironman distance, and the previous race I just did was an Ironman, so that is a 3.8 kilometer swim, 180.2 kilometer bike and a 42.2 kilometer run.
That's intense. So you're 24 now. What attracted you to the sport? I mean, you started in 2019, so where did all of this start?
Yeah, I was at Stellenbosch University and I just got to a stage where I wasn't happy and I knew I wanted to change and I wasn't playing rugby anymore. So, yeah, I watched a movie called Beyond the River and initially I wanted to do the doozy. But after finding out that it took 9 months to get an A-grade river license, yeah, it kind of was a long thing to do in order to do one race. So I was looking around and I found that East London in January of 2020 was 10 weeks away. So I found a program on the internet and I started going to 2 spinning classes a week with my sister, and yeah, my journey started from there.
So talk to us about Hawaii. I hear that you are going to Hawaii. That is going to be, you're going to be busy on the, or rather performing on the 8th of October, but you're going on the 16th of September, which of course will give you some time to acclimatise. So can you just tell our viewers a bit about the event that's going to be happening in Hawaii and how you fit in there?
Yeah, so my I qualified in PE Ironman in South Africa, and I qualified as well from Austria, but I took my slot from PE. But yeah, so for long distance triathlon, Kona is the pinnacle. There's no Olympics or anything, so there's not that much crowd that watches it. So to do long course triathlon and to get selected to go to Kona is like your pinnacle of your race. And yeah, it's just an honor to race in the age group 18 to 24 on the 8th of October.
No, it definitely is. I'm also quite interested to know, so I know that you said, look, you played rugby when you were in school. There were a few other sports that you mentioned as well. And when you were in university, you also played rugby, but you said you, of course, leaned towards this. But you played a few other sports as well. I mean, you said you played cricket, you played golf as well. How is it that you ended up not choosing one of those codes? How come this was the attraction?
I think I can speak for a lot of triathletes why people keep coming back is every day is different. Some days you're swimming, other days you're doing a 6-hour bike ride, other days you're doing a 21K run. Just every day it's something different, and whenever you think you've mastered one of the disciplines, the other ones start slacking. So yeah, I think it's just that hunger to keep coming back for more.
What are you hoping to achieve in Miami? I mean, Hawaii, rather?
Yeah, obviously whenever I race, my end goal is to win. But yeah, I just want to go out there and give the best performance that I can. And if that's 5th place, if that's 1st place, if that's 10th place, I just want to cross the finish line and know that I've done my best.
I want to know from you, I was on your website and you have a motto, and the motto says, look the dog in the eye. What exactly does that mean? If you can briefly say that, tell us, explain that to our viewers. And I love that you have the motto on your website. I mean, you're 24, some 24-year-olds don't have a website to go to and have a look at these things. So what exactly does that mean to you?
Look the dog in the eye for me means that you're capable of whatever you set your mind to. I come from a place of privilege where everything I've ever wanted, I've kind of been given, and a lot of kids in my position have to fight for everything that they have to, or whatever they want to accomplish in life. And that's also one of the reasons I started my crowdfunding page, was just to give back. And with all the negativity in the world, I just want to be hope in someone's eyes. Or yeah, and my motto for my campaign was, I've gone blank. Yeah, my motto for my campaign was, every child deserves to dream, all it takes is an opportunity and for someone to believe in them.
Yes.
And for me, that also goes with look the dog in the eye, and whatever you do, just set your mind to it and you can achieve great things.
100%, 100%. High five to you for that, you know, mentioning actually that you come from a place of privilege and that there are people who don't have that opportunity. So I was going to ask you about the crowdfunding, and you've just mentioned it. So you've done that so that you have funds available to go ahead and assist kids who aren't as fortunate. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, so in 2009, my parents started Tag Foundation. So they sponsor 37 boys through King Edward VII School and 9 girls through Parktown Girls.
Yeah.
And yeah, growing up around the foundation, I just thought that I have a few people behind me and hopefully I can give back to someone that deserves it.
James, thank you so much. I wish I could spend a lot more time with you, but thank you for coming in and thank you for telling us a bit about your story. And where can they find you? What's the website so that people can actually go ahead and go to the crowdfunding and help you out?
My main social page is Instagram, which is James_Gerber, and I have my link there. But my Match Kit crowdfunding page is matchkit.co/James_Gerber/crowdfund.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, and all the best for when you go to Hawaii in September. And hopefully we can chat to you after that as well. And we're wishing you all the best. Well,